Okay, it's been 30 minutes. Now let's take a look and see how the cake is doing. As you can see from there, it actually looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to try and take this out without burning myself. And it worked out with no injuries. Now, we have to wait for that to actually cool down, so while we're doing that, we're actually going to make some frosting for it. Yes, it actually does come with frosting, and to my surprise, it actually wasn't in just this whole bag, which is probably because they want you to make it yourself. But as you can tell, I have the ingredients here. It said that we needed 1 teaspoon of water, 4 tablespoons of butter. So we can go ahead and do that. Hopefully the powder does not get all over the oven. And also, as you can no doubt tell, I have pretty much everything on the oven that was in the first part was all cleaned up. That's definitely something that you want to do if you're baking. When you're nearly done, you really want to start cleaning stuff up so you don't have a complete mess. And that's pretty much all the powder. I'll go ahead and put it into here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the water and pour it all in there. And then I'm going to take the butter and if I can actually grab this, I will try and get this all into here. There we go. And now we're going to start stirring. And like before, you want to have all the bits of powder all completely covered up, including all the stuff that's in the bottom. So, also I should say this right now, once I'm done with making the food, my mom, who's operating the camera, is gonna taste it and see if it actually tastes good. As you can see, basically it just looks like complete butter now. I'm actually quite surprised that we actually needed that much butter, let alone butter to begin with, to make for frosting. And if you can see here, there's still a little bit of powder, I think. That's under the bowl. And I'll try and get that there. And I think that's pretty good. Do you think the butter tastes good? I think that's good enough. Do you think that looks good enough? I think it does. Now let's try and pour it all in. And now I don't actually have my spoon thing, so I'm probably going to have a bit more of a difficult time getting all of this out. But I do actually have, I think I have a butter knife somewhere that I can use to smooth it all out. And speaking of which, there it is right now. This is actually going very, very slowly. I think that's all we're going to do for now, actually. And we're going to take this and we're just going to smooth it and make sure that everything is like is all over the cake itself. So yeah, that overall looks pretty good. I kind of feel like the frosting is a little bit too liquidy for being a frosting. But that's mostly because we are actually going to put it in the freezer. And and so it can cool off. Okay, the cake has been cooled down and it's ready to be tasted. And by tasted, I mean my mom is gonna try and taste it. And she will tell us if it actually tastes good. You like it? Okay, she likes it. So, I guess finishing thoughts on this as a whole, it's very simple, it's very easy to make, and it's rather fun to do. If you want something like a cake and you want to do it easily, I would recommend you get this. And in terms of a 5-star rating, I don't really think I can really rate these because how good it is really depends on how good you are at actually cooking it. But I can indeed say that I would recommend that you would get this sort of thing. If you like any other sort of flavors, there are some other ones on the bottom there. And even though I'm saying all this stuff, this is pretty much not at all sponsored by the company who actually made this. I'm just here to make food and see if it actually is good. So I hope you enjoyed this first installment of Ben Cooks, and just to let you guys know, if you're concerned about anything, this isn't going to replace any of the other stuff that I have on my channel, my gaming stuff, all my toy reviews. That's also going to be there. This is just something else I'm going to be putting in the middle of it. So, all my stuff that I'm usually doing on Chapter Cat Productions will still be there. I just wanted to say that for any of you who are concerned about this taking over the site or anything like that, you don't have to worry about that. So, if you did like this, make sure to like the video, make sure to comment and see how you felt about it. And if you actually want more of this stuff, because if you do want more of it, then I can give it to you. So, also if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel with the link down below. Make sure to also follow us on Facebook for updates on when videos are coming up and what type of videos are coming. I do want to try and get like a sort of like schedule for how many videos I have, but with me still being in school, that's sort of taking up most of the time that I have. But winter break is coming soon. There will be a whole lot more videos coming in the following weeks. So I hope you enjoyed this, and until then, I'm Benjamin Gutierrez, and bye.